Hi, so here's an overview of your starter growth engine. So for most local service businesses like yours, like health and wellbeing, beauty, home services like plumbers, locksmiths, car detailers, etc., Growth Engine is so powerful, you only need our lowest tier to transform your business and communications. So here's what happens. Wherever your current inquiries are coming from, you'll see them arriving from multiple different channels. Some people will message your Facebook page, some people will message your Instagram page, others will ring the number, which most businesses miss many of those calls anyway, but that's another story. Some might find their way to your website and so on and so forth. I bet you have to spend so much time logging into different apps and remembering to get back to everyone. So the first thing your growth engine does is connect all of those inbound channels into one simple inbox. You or your team can respond directly either in the app or on the desktop to reply directly to those customers back to whatever channel they messaged you on, which simplifies your communications. The second thing that Growth Engine has configured is a series of automated responses. They're already pre-programmed in and a bit like a chatbot. So for example, if someone messages your Facebook page, it will check whether it's inside or outside of office hours and respond accordingly. It's pre-programmed to try and further the conversation with the objective of trying to get the prospect to book an appointment, whether that's for an initial call to discuss or for a particular appointment you can decide. It will also create a record in the system of that person and their details as well, and it will tag them from whichever channel they came from. It will notify you and your team members that you've had a message and can even set tasks to remind you to follow up if they go quiet. All replying directly from one place, but the customer will receive that message on the channel that they initially contacted you on. This is important because you can start building up a pipeline of prospects and customers that you can do future marketing to, all without any manual inputting. We know, for example, that if a prospect gets a response within 5 minutes, they are 100 times more likely to close. Growth Engine takes care of all of that for you so you can get on with what you do best, taking care of your customers. The only exception is what I'm going to show you that we set up here as part of your setup. So the best way to use Facebook advertising is to run a campaign like this. If you're not currently running any Facebook ads at all, then we can help set them up and run them for you at an additional cost, which we'll include as an option for later in the proposal. So everyone loves a deal. We will set up ads like this. They work like a dream. We ran one for a semi-permanent makeup salon a few years ago, and we generated hundreds of leads for this business just by running this campaign. So the customer can fill in the form directly on Facebook, which captures the information from the customer in the same way above, and then we'll trigger a set of follow-ups to try and get them to book an appointment. Here you can see the example. So as soon as somebody's opted in, they'll then get a text message to say thank you for claiming our offer. The next step is to book an appointment for your spa experience. You can reply to this text or call us with any questions, and we look forward to seeing you. A few minutes later, it'll send a message with the email with the offer that they've just claimed, and then it can even push a call back to the team so they can start to ring and follow up with this customer to get them booked in. We can include something that's called a voicemail drop, which is a pre-recorded message from you to say thank you for filling in the form. Someone will be in touch. If you've got any questions, please reply to this message. And then it will nurture them to try and get them to follow up and take that next step. So a day later, it'll set another message saying that your offer is still valid. Please call the office to book in your appointment, or go back to the calendar booking page and book in. So we can add as many or as few of these into the system as you'd like. The other way that we can do it is send people to a landing page like this, which we'll pre-design and is included in your setup. So obviously we can change the logos and content to match your brand. You can help us decide what offer you want, but it might be, for example, claim your free £50 gift card off your first treatment. So the whole point of this page is to get them to click one of the buttons to claim your gift card. You can add in additional information like testimonials or FAQs, but all they can do on this page is to click the button and try and get them to opt in. If they try and leave the page, the same form will pop up and we'll get them to fill in the details, so we're capturing their information at this point. So even if they don't go ahead and book, you're still capturing the details. So we'll go ahead and click claim offer, which will take them through to the next page, which is the calendar booking page. Now this is integrated directly with your availability on your main calendar, and you can set up separate calendars for different treatments so you can run multiple campaigns. We can even put a payment link on here so you can charge for the treatment up front or take a deposit. So they're claiming their appointment, they'll go through and then we'll book an appointment. So they'll go through to the thank you page at that point. So what happens then, if we go back to the diagram over here, so they've opted in, they've received their voucher, they've had their email and welcome value sequence to try and get them to book the appointment. And if they book the appointment, they'll go through to the calendar booking page. They'll then receive a set of reminders to make sure that they turn up to the appointment. If they don't turn up to the appointment, then we can trigger a separate communication to get them to rebook their appointment. But hopefully they'll turn up to the appointment. So they've been into the spa, they've attended their appointment. You can then send out a text to pay link directly there so you can get paid, which looks something like this. So obviously it's got my details on, but you can create the payment link if you just by clicking here. You can put in the name of the treatment. And then you can put the amount. Oops, say it's £100. And then you can say that you want to be paid today. And then you can send that to the customer. So they'll get an invoice like this via the text message. They can open it up, they can click pay £100 and they can add their credit card details in here and pay directly, saving you having to chase for payments or pay any additional fees for your payment gateway inside of the spa. So once they've been to the appointment and assuming they've had a good experience, we can just click a button here where we'll say send a review request. So you just put the customer's name in and search for the customer, and we're in the wrong account, so it will search up for that person and then it will create let's do it over here, one sec. So we'll check in that customer, send a review request. So we're going to look for the person and then we're going to send a review invite. So they'll receive that text message. So thanks a lot for your time. Your review means a lot to us. Please write a review on this through this link, and that will take them straight through to the leave a review page, and they can just write their own experience, add photos and click post to get those all important reviews. The system also has a social media planning and scheduling tools, as well as an email campaign builder, a bit like MailChimp, so you can start promoting your special offers. And the setup fee for all of this is £2,500 plus VAT and £349 plus VAT per month. There's loads more the system that can do, but for many this is all they need. There's a library of step-by-step training videos in there if you have a team member who can follow them and build up other options. You've also got live chat support inside of the system, which they can just access by clicking this button down here, and they can get live chat and get information and help. And the support portal is over here, and there's loads of training videos to help them set things up for whatever they need. So for example, there's a video overview for everything that they need to do, and then obviously you can access our support whenever you need any additional help. Or if you want us to do it for you, then you can either subscribe to one of our higher tiers that we can set up additional campaigns, or you can just submit one-off requests and we can quote you on a project by project basis. But for now, this will get you up and running and helping you grow your business and put everything all in one place.